The Dutch are well known for their smart, frugal lifestyle. They focus on simplicity and practicality, avoiding unnecessary spending and not being easily swayed by luxury goods. For them, it's all about making sure they don't spend more than needed and valuing what truly matters in life. In today's video, I'm sharing 13 Dutch-inspired habits that can help you save money and live more simply. While these habits are common in the Netherlands, they might seem surprising if you're used to different spending habits. Of course, not everyone in the Netherlands lives the same way, and there are differences between generations. But these habits reflect the practical mindset many Dutch people share. So, whether you're curious about Dutch culture or looking for practical ways to cut costs, these tips will help you live more intentionally. Let's dive in. One of the first things you'll notice about Dutch culture is how much people value avoiding waste. This mindset goes beyond just saving money. It applies to many parts of daily life. From what I have learned, many Dutch people are careful not to waste food, energy, or resources. Instead of tossing things out, they find ways to use them up completely. For example, they make sure to squeeze out every last bit of toothpaste from the tube and avoid buying items they'll only use once or twice. When it comes to furniture, instead of throwing old pieces away, they'll often sell, donate, or give them to someone they know. Tossing something useful is seen as zonde, meaning wasteful. In fact, there's a common Dutch saying, "Weggooien is zonde," which translates to "throwing things away is a waste." While the Netherlands isn't perfect and still faces issues like plastic and food waste, this frugal mindset is deeply rooted in the culture. It's important to note the difference between being frugal and being stingy. In Dutch culture, Zuinig, thrifty, isn't seen as negative. It simply means being smart with money and avoiding unnecessary waste. Most people embrace this balanced approach, focusing on mindful spending rather than hoarding or being overly cheap. The second habit is simple: bring your own lunch. In the Netherlands, it's common for people to pack their lunch from home, usually a simple sandwich or two. This isn't just for work. Many Dutch people bring snacks or sandwiches when they go out, whether it's a day trip, a picnic, or even a visit to a theme park. For example, if a family visits a theme park, they might buy a few fun treats, but they'll also bring food and drinks from home to avoid spending too much on expensive park food. It's all about balancing enjoyment with smart spending. While some people buy lunch at work or grab takeout occasionally, most prefer bringing their own meals. Eating out is seen as a special occasion rather than a daily habit. Even buying coffee to go is less common unless it's part of a social moment, like inviting a coworker for a quick chat. The idea is simple. Small expenses add up quickly. By packing lunch and limiting takeout, people can save more for things that matter, whether that's a fun trip, a family outing, or just peace of mind knowing you're spending wisely. The third habit: Dutch people are very careful about how they use energy at home. Instead of turning up the heat during cold months, they prefer to wear warm clothes like sweaters and thick socks. They also use energy-efficient LED lights and make sure to turn off lights and unplug devices when they're not in use. Another common habit is to make the most of natural light. Many homes have large windows, and people keep the curtains open during the day to avoid using too much electricity. In winter, they only heat the rooms they use often while keeping doors closed to save warmth. This focus on saving energy not only lowers utility bills, but also helps protect the environment, a win-win situation. Habit number 4 is all about getting the most out of what you buy. The Dutch are known for wanting good value for their money. They don't mind spending, but they want to make sure what they buy is worth it. And once they have something, they'll use it as much as possible to avoid waste. For example, some people here even share tea bags. If you visit their home and they offer you tea, they might dip the tea bag in your cup a few times, then reuse it for their own tea. Sometimes they'll save the tea bag and use it again later. It sounds funny, especially if you like strong tea, but this is pretty normal and not seen as odd in the Netherlands. This mindset shows up in other ways too. For instance, wearing the same clothes repeatedly isn't a big deal here. People don't feel pressured to constantly buy new outfits. As long as your clothes are clean, wearing them on repeat is totally normal and just seen as practical. In short, the Dutch focus on making the most of what they have, whether it's food, clothes, or even a simple tea bag. The fifth habit is all about doing it yourself whenever possible. A common mindset in Dutch culture is, why pay someone to do something you can handle on your own? Whether it's painting a room, assembling furniture, or fixing small things around the house, many people prefer to roll up their sleeves and get the job done themselves. Take painting, for example. Instead of hiring a professional, most people would buy the supplies and paint their own living room, bedroom, or kitchen. It's not that hiring someone is frowned upon. It's just seen as an extra expense. If people do hire help, it's usually because they want to save time, or the job is too big or complicated to handle alone. But when it comes to more specialized tasks, like electrical work or plumbing, people know their limits. If they don't have the skills, they'll call in an expert. It's about being practical, saving money where you can, but not risking a bad job that will cost more to fix later. Interestingly, this DIY spirit is changing a bit with younger generations. For example, older folks might know how to repair a bike themselves, while younger people are more likely to take it to a bike shop. Still, if there's a chance to fix something on their own, or if they know someone who can, most people will at least give it a try before spending money on professional help. This approach isn't just about saving money. It's also about gaining skills, being resourceful, and taking pride in your own work. Plus, doing things yourself can be satisfying and even fun. In the Netherlands, sharing with neighbors and friends is very common. Instead of buying expensive tools or equipment that you only use once in a while, people often borrow from each other. For example, if someone needs a ladder or a power drill, they can ask a neighbor instead of buying one. There are even local tool libraries where people can rent items like garden tools, DIY equipment, or even kitchen appliances. This saves money and storage space at home. It's also a great way to build stronger relationships in the community. Sharing goes beyond tools. Some people share cars, babysitting services, or even swap homemade meals. It's all about helping each other and saving together. Habit number 7 is all about keeping an eye on your money. Most Dutch people may not have super detailed budgets, but they always have a clear idea of how much money they're earning and how much they're spending each month. Generally, they avoid spending money they don't have. You won't see people here buying things they can't afford or going into debt for unnecessary stuff. For example, during the holidays, instead of borrowing money to buy expensive gifts, they stick to what they can afford. If they only have $50 to spend, that's the limit. They won't stretch beyond that. Another smart habit is paying yourself first. This means setting aside a bit of money for savings before spending on anything else. It doesn't have to be a lot. Even small amounts saved every month can add up over time. One reason for this careful money management is that the Netherlands doesn't have a strong credit card culture. While more people have credit cards now, they use them differently compared to other countries. When they do use credit cards, it's common to pay off the full balance before the end of the month to avoid interest. Number 8 is about spending more on experiences than on material things. While some people enjoy shopping, most prefer to spend their money on activities like eating out, going on trips, or doing something fun with family and friends. One reason for this is that houses in the Netherlands are smaller, and real estate is very expensive. With limited space, people are less likely to collect unnecessary things. Showing off wealth isn't common here. Fancy cars, designer clothes, or luxury homes aren't things people care much about. Buying an expensive handbag is often seen as overdriven, unnecessary spending. Instead, people love sharing how they got a great deal or saved money. For example, many shop at different grocery stores to find the best prices or buy items in bulk during sales. By saving on everyday expenses, they have more money for meaningful experiences. Life in the Netherlands can be pricey, so people make sure their money goes toward things that create memories, not just clutter. The 9th habit is all about finding good deals. Dutch people love getting things at a discount and are proud when they score a bargain. If you compliment someone on their sweater, don't be surprised if they respond, "Thanks, I got it 50% off," or "It was only 20." If there's a cheaper option elsewhere, people will usually go for it. When items like toilet paper or shampoo go on sale, many stock up to save money later. It's not just about shopping. People here look for deals on tickets, too. They might use Groupon or supermarket promotions. For example, Albert Heijn often runs deals where you collect stamps with your groceries and get free tickets to theme parks or zoos. Many also buy secondhand items or borrow things instead of buying new. And even if they can't find a discount, they'll usually check for deals before paying full price. Number 10 is splitting the bill. In the Netherlands, it's common for people to split the cost of meals, especially if everyone ordered about the same. If one person orders more, it's normal to pay based on what each person had. Let's say you go to lunch with a friend. Sometimes one person will treat, but it's not expected. Usually, people just split the bill, either 50-50 or based on who ordered what. In bars, people often buy ronges, rounds of drinks for the group. Everyone takes turns buying a round, so by the end of the night, everyone's spent about the same. But sometimes people leave early or buy cheaper drinks, so it's not always perfect. Number 11 is using bikes whenever possible. In the Netherlands, biking is a big part of daily life. With over 23 million bikes and only 18 million people, cycling is the easiest, fastest, and cheapest way to get around. You don't have to worry about parking or public transport schedules. The biking infrastructure is excellent, with safe, dedicated bike lanes everywhere. Aside from the cost of buying a bike, riding is free. Many employers even reimburse travel costs based on distance, whether you drive, take public transport, or bike. So biking to work can actually earn you money. For example, my dad bikes to work and uses the extra savings to upgrade his bike when needed. Families often use bakfietsen, cargo bikes, to transport kids or groceries. Some even use them to pick up secondhand furniture, saving on delivery fees. This mix of convenience and savings makes biking a beloved Dutch habit. Habit number 12 is traveling smart. Dutch people love to travel, but they find budget-friendly ways to do it. On average, Families go on vacation about 2.5 times a year. Thanks to their location, it's easy to visit nearby countries like Belgium, France, and Germany. But many also enjoy vacationing within the Netherlands. Some years, local travel is more popular. Other years, people go abroad. It varies. Camping is a favorite choice. Around 3.5 million Dutch people camp regularly. It's cheaper than hotels and offers a chance to escape busy city life, enjoy nature, and get fresh air. When I was younger, my family didn't have much money, but we always managed one camping trip a year, sometimes to Belgium or France, but often within the Netherlands. Even though I don't camp much now, I still have great memories from those trips. Many people here also enjoy staycations, taking day trips or relaxing at home. But whether traveling near or far, Dutch people focus on affordable ways to explore and create memories. And the last habit on this video is many Dutch people prefer to live simply and avoid unnecessary clutter. They believe in buying only what they need and focusing on quality over quantity. Instead of filling their homes with lots of decorations or trendy gadgets, they choose items that are practical, durable, and timeless. For example, instead of having a closet full of clothes they rarely wear, they keep a smaller wardrobe with versatile pieces that can be mixed and matched. This not only saves money, but also reduces stress when choosing what to wear. Minimalism isn't just about owning less. It's about making space for things that truly matter, like experiences, relationships, and personal well-being. It helps people feel more organized, calm, and focused in their daily lives. Thank you so much for watching until the end and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts, questions, or comments below. I love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and stay updated on future content. Thanks again for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.